This is NDDC Today.
Good evening. When this started, there was so much controversy. One school of thought said that the IMC, that the Interim Management Committee, was unconstitutional. Other school of thought said, well, are we to serve the Constitution, or is the Constitution to serve us? That when there is an organization that obviously needs to be revamped, do we need to go back to the Constitution to do so? As it's turning out, the interim management of the NDDC is becoming a trailblazer to all federal government commissions as to standard setting and the accountability such commissions should have towards the public and what they were set up to serve. Good evening. This is NDDC Today. The IMC is fast becoming a national standard. Now, who are the people behind the IMC?
Meet Dr. Joy Nunye, the acting MD NDDC. Among her people, she is commonly called the Esther of Ogoniland, signifying a woman of deep compassion and nobility, epitomizing her relentless struggle for a better Niger Delta and her people. She is the 6th female Bene of Ogoniland, the daughter of Ogoniland's first lawyer. Soon after her graduation from the River State University of Science and Technology with an LLB degree in law in 1990, she started her early career at the chambers of Ajumogobia Okeke Oyebode Aluko in Lagos. Between 1992 and 1993, she worked briefly with Roads and Roads in Lagos State. In 1993, she became an associate of Cyprus Nunye and Company, Bogbara Chambers, Port Harcourt. A lawyer with over 30 years' experience in active practice. In the course of her practice, she has represented clients in international and regional human rights courts and war crimes tribunals. She has devoted her time to human liberty and social integrity. Her pedigree was evidenced when she stood firmly by the late human rights activist Mr. Ken Saro-Wiwa at the peak of the Ogoni struggle in 1993 in the non-violent protest against Shell Petroleum Development Company. She joined forces to agitate against environmental and public health threats that faced Ogoniland. A specialist in comprehensive conflict resolution, development, prevention, and rehabilitation strategy, she led the implementation of peace and conflict-sensitive projects and activities in Ogoniland. Bene Dr. Joy Nunye has chaired the board of many organizations, including the National Center for Women Development and member River State Economic Advisory Council. Bene Joy Nunye has received numerous honors and awards, which include Outstanding Young Person of the Year in 2000 for her contribution to children, World Peace and Human Rights Award of Excellence by Nigeria Prison Service, Institute of Chartered Mediators Award, UST College JC's Award for Leadership, the National Youth Council Award, the National Union of Ogoni Students Award for Excellence, Methodist Church Nigeria Award for Excellence, and the International Human Rights Law Certificate of Recognition and Appreciation. She holds a PhD in Law and Divinity, honoris causa, from the American Trinity University. Bene Dr. Joy Nunye, the current acting MD of the NDDC. Meet the acting EDFA NDDC, Honorable Ibanga Basi Etang. Honorable Ibanga Basi Etang holds a BSc in Banking and Finance from the University of Cross River State, now University of Uyo, and a Master's in Public Administration MPA from the State University, New Jersey, United States of America. In a career that has spanned over 3 decades, crisscrossing finance, construction, oil and gas, the public sector, he is observed to have continued to distinguish himself as a thoroughbred professional committed to excellence and integrity and inclusiveness. He has worked in various capacities with different organizations, including the Ogun State Ministry of Finance 1991 to 1992, Rosiat Insurance Brokers 1996 to 1998, and Daewoo Nigeria Limited 2001 to 2004. From 1989 to the year 2000, he was elected Deputy President General of Uyu Eta Isit Eket. As a keen actor in the political space, he was called to serve as a member of Isit Eket Local Government Transition Committee from June 2007 to June 2008. This was to lead to a much higher calling in public service when he was appointed as the Special Assistant to the Akwa Ibom State Governor on project monitoring and supervision, a role he played from April 2009 to March 2012. He had the rare privilege to be called upon again to serve in the same position between 2015 to 2018. Honorable Ibanga served the people of Isit Eket as the Executive Chairman from July 2012 to July 2015. Honorable Ibanga has committed countless hours and resources to his own academic, professional, and personal development, with many achievements and records to show. In the last few years, he has attended well over 40 different courses at home and abroad, including an international advanced training program at the prestigious London Corporate Training School, Hammersmith in London, United Kingdom. He is a member of several professional bodies, a recipient of many awards and recognitions for his numerous contributions to the service of God and humanity. Honorable Ibanga Basi Etang is the current Acting Executive Director, Finance and Administration at the Niger Delta Development Commission, NDDC. Meet the Executive Director of Projects, NDDC, Dr. Cairo Ojobo. Cairo Ojobo is an astute politician with a solid professional background. Before mounting the political stage, he was already a certified medical doctor. He was a member of the Federal House of Representatives between 2003 and 2007, representing Ika Federal Constituency of Delta State. At the Green Chamber of the National Assembly, he served as the chairman of the Petroleum Resources Committee, as well as the Ad Hoc Committee on Economic and Financial Crimes, EFCC, Recoveries, and also a member of the 3 other committees: House Committee on Power, House Committee on Ethics and Privileges, and House Committee on Industries. Dr. Ojobo was admitted into the Auchi Polytechnic, now Federal Polytechnic Auchi, between 1978 and 1979, from where he moved to the University of Benin and graduated with a Bachelor of Surgery, Bachelor of Medicine, MBBS in 1985. Between 1985 and 1986, he did his internship at the General Hospital, Makudi, Benue State, and had his National Youth Service Corps NYC at the Ogbe Stadium Medical Center in Benin City, 1986 to 1987. He is the chairman and founder of Ojobo Foundation, which sponsors small-scale businesses, and over 1,000 indigents of Ika Federal Constituency have benefited from this. Beyond the political arena, Dr. Ojobo had benefited from many high-profile international conferences to broaden his knowledge. For 3 years in a row, 2004, 2005, and 2006, he attended the Offshore Technology Conference OTC in Houston, Texas. He also bagged a Distinguished Merit Award as Ambassador of Niger Delta from the Supreme Niger Delta Youth Council Worldwide in 2005 and a Fellow of the Civilian Institute of Democratic Administration from the Civilian Institute of Democratic Administration. The Acting Executive Director of Projects, Dr. Cairo Ojubo.
Now, the contract verification exercise has thrown up so many things. I mean, you'll be amazed as to what they've uncovered. As you hear now in this press conference that was recently given by no less than the Acting Managing Director, Dr. Joy Nunez.
The Interim Management Committee of the Niger Delta Development Commission NDDC recently set up and inaugurated 2 new committees for contract documentation and project assessment as a prelude to the upcoming forensic audit ordered by President Muhammadu Buhari and a follow-up to the just concluded contract verification exercise carried out by the Commission. The Contract Documentation Committee, headed by the Director, Planning, Research and Statistics Management Information Systems, Dr. Linus Ogbalubi, and the Project Assessment Committee, headed by Director, Project Monitoring and Supervision, Engineer Dr. Emmanuel Audu Ohaburua, was inaugurated by the Acting Managing Director of the NDDC, Bene Joy Nunez, at the NDDC headquarters in Port Harcourt. These committees are expected to authenticate documents submitted by contractors and consultants and visit the various sites to verify contractors' claims during the verification exercise. The NDDC Acting MD noted that the contract verification exercise, now complete, has enabled the Commission ascertain its actual contingents and liabilities, while also serving as an eye-opener for the Commission. She assured that a comprehensive report of the outcome of the verification exercise will be made available to Nigerians very soon. Nunez noted that though only few executives of the companies showed up for the verification exercise, not all contractors are fraudulent, and that those who have executed their contracts to NDDC-approved standard will be paid, as she urged the Community Development Committees, CDCs, in the different communities to support the NDDC's Projects Assessment Committees when they visit project sites in their villages and towns for assessment. She thanked the Senate for the invitation extended to the Commission to defend its budget, as she promised that money budgeted for the Commission under her watch will be judiciously utilized for the betterment of the oil-producing states.
Hopefully we'll make a good case defending our budget, and I look forward to meeting with the senators, and I'm sure Nigerians are looking forward to me finally coming before the Senate. I'm very happy to have received this invitation for the budget defense, and I'm sure that we will use every kobo that is being budgeted for prudently and wisely.
Both heads of the newly inaugurated committees pledged to carry out the tasks entrusted upon them by the Commission with honesty and as diligently as they possibly can.
And I will do our best to make sure that the assignment given to us will be delivered correctly and appropriately.
We shall not let the region down, we shall not let Mr. President down. We will do this as honestly as possible.
So many things being unearthed at the first verification exercise of NDDC projects. Now, a lot of all those things were what made the acting MD say recently that if the IMC had not come in place, it would have been so difficult for the NDDC to last for the next 1 year. She made similar statements at the opening of a microfinance bank by the cooperative of the NDDC.
The need to harness the vast but largely untapped economic potential of the over 1,500 staff of the Niger Delta Development Commission has propelled the NDDC Staff Cooperative Investment and Credit Society Limited to initiate plans to float a unit microfinance bank within Port Harcourt Metropolis to serve as a springboard to generate economic empowerment opportunities for its members and vulnerable people in the region. To this effect, the NDDC Staff Cooperative Investment and Credit Society Limited recently held a sensitization forum on the establishment of the NDDC Microfinance Bank Limited in Port Harcourt, which is to cater for its staff and provide financial inclusion for many small and medium-scale businesses in the Niger Delta region. Speaking at the event, the Acting Managing Director of the NDDC, Bene Joy Nunye, promised to work with the Presidency, the National Assembly and other stakeholders to reposition NDDC to achieve the purpose it was set up for. Nunye noted that setting up the NDDC Cooperative Microfinance Bank, which will not only touch the lives of NDDC staff, but also serve as a source of opportunities for the people of the region, was coming at a time when hard decisions needed to be taken to reset the trajectory of the NDDC and avoid the collapse of the interventionist agency.
This finance bank, I don't think that you're setting it up to whack the money. Most of you will retire from the NDDC, but you'll be able to stand and say it, that I started that. Yes. I was part of it.
The NDDC CEO stated that microfinance is a universally accepted concept that seeks to bring people together to participate in the financial sector to improve their living conditions, while urging all stakeholders to join forces to help put the Commission back on track, as she stressed that the ongoing contract verification by the IMC is a prelude to the forensic audit ordered by President Muhammadu Buhari. The Microfinance Bank is intended to be incorporated as a subsidiary of the NDDC Staff Cooperative Investment and Credit Society Limited, with the name NDDC Co-op Microfinance Bank Limited, after the sale of 250 million ordinary shares of ₦1 each at ₦2 per share to staff of the Commission. The cordial relationship between the management of the NDDC and the Commission's cooperative body has led to this initiative, which will in no small way complement the government's policy on poverty eradication and industrialization, especially as it affects the Niger Delta region. The NDDC Cooperative Microfinance Bank, an investment designed and guaranteed to outlive the investors, who basically are management and staff of the Commission, as well as members of the Cooperative Investment and Credit Society Limited. This initiative to float the microfinance bank by the NDDC Cooperative is one of the tools to reach the grassroots and transfer the socio-economic lives of the people of the Niger Delta region. Staff of the Commission and members of the cooperative are now looking forward to enjoying the benefits that come with being part as well as operator of a microfinance bank as this one.
It is a welcomed idea. It's a very good one. It is the one that is going to be a very serious positive impact on the staff in particular, and then the people surrounding the staff in general.
This microfinance bank being initiated in this region, in fact, I see that is a way forward to help the staff of NDDC. I'm very much happy, very excited.
This is the opportunity that we, the staff of NDDC, can cash in, because this is another way of alleviating poverty from this region.
The NDDC repositioning to perform better. The change agents are in place. The task has begun, reassessing priorities.
We're looking at rural development, and for me, it's about rural development.
We must do what is right. Whatever has been done wrong, we must correct it from here.
The President insists that every penny spent on any project in the Niger Delta must be well accounted for.
Identifying no-go areas.
And if you're going to be a contractor here, you have to build toilets for us. You're not just going to leave, take billions and walk away. We are interested in primary health. We're going to be able to say these people need to stay alive and healthy.
Setting the standards.
And so I'm calling on all Niger Deltans to stand up to protect our region.
The support is coming from everywhere.
Well, we really want to assure you guys that I think we will support you.
We, the governors of the NDCC, have decided that we will work with the new acting managing director to reposition the corporation.
Take it serious and carry out the proper audit of NDDC.
We want to make people see the NDDC as a social, responsible corporate entity in the interest of the people of Niger Delta.
This is the dream of the people of the Niger Delta.
The NDDC, repositioning to perform better.
The Interim Management Committee of the Niger Delta Development Commission NDDC is advocating for a robust partnership with the River State Waste Management Agency, RIWAMA, to curb the menace of environmental pollution, which is fast affecting life expectancy of the people of the oil-bearing communities in the southern part of the country. This was made known when a delegation from the NDDC, led by its Acting Executive Director Projects, Dr. Cairo Ojugbo, who represented the Acting Managing Director of the Commission, Bene Dr. Joy Nunye, paid a courtesy visit to the sole administrator of RIWAMA, Prince Felix Obua, at his office in Port Harcourt.
Because of the health of the people of the Niger Delta, which is the main pivot of the arm of the Niger Delta Development Commission, we decided to come here to hold a meeting with the agency so that we can collaborate on how to address the issue of pollution that is becoming hazardous.
The activities of some youths of the Niger Delta in oil bunkering in the region are not only illegal but a major contributor of pollutants into the atmosphere that is negatively affecting the health of the people. He urged the River State Waste Management Agency to use modern techniques to dispose of the refuse.
Then, unfortunately, we go to our abattoirs. You see them roast a cow and roast a goat with tires. And it is a major source of pollutants. Then you live there. The waste, that's where that concerns you most seriously. It's generating the waste dumps. In the waste dumps, there are all manner of things. Polythene bags, everything, and all of them. And this, by the time you wake up, the cloud is black. I have never said it before. If you walk the streets of Port Harcourt, look at the roof, everywhere is black. The gardens, all of them, you see soup dropping. And we cannot continue like that. We must help ourselves.
In his remarks, the RIWAMA boss observed that the visit of the NDDC delegation to the River State Waste Management Agency's office is historic, as the development and well-being of the Niger Delta people has taken precedence over partisan politics.
I'm happy you are here today. When I heard that you are paying me a courtesy visit today and to discuss one or two things, my heart gladdens. I said, this is the best visitors I've had. It's like a lost and found. If not for anything, I can put it in my record that the acting MD, our daughter, Project, and his team, we are the first who set aside politics and to do the needful. That's why I will ever remain grateful to her and this team for this courtesy visit.
Dr. Obua noted that RIWAMA, as directed by Governor Nyesom Wike, had carried out its waste management activities in the state at no expense to the residents since 2015, while also calling on other corporate bodies and agencies to emulate NDDC by collaborating with RIWAMA to tackle air pollution and other environmental hazards in the state.
So we are calling on agency operating in River State, corporate bodies, friends who love cleanness to come to our aid. First, the equipment used by this agency are very exorbitant. The BOMAC alone takes more than $500 million. We don't want the money. We don't even want anyone to say that. We want at least 1 or 2 BOMAC from Niger Delta Development Agency. It will help us in the process.
Now, we'll be here every week to follow the work of the IMC and to report to you what they're doing. Thank you for being with us. We'll see you same time next week. Meanwhile, you can, let the conversation continue with all the social media links that are being shown now on your screen. See you next week.